Yo, obligatory, not a tutorial video disclaimer. This is just messing around with our project and getting proper work done. And we just stream it for a giggle so that everyone can join in and be involved. Just set this up properly. Get the chat to be seen. There we go. Sweet. Nice. Awesome. What are we going to do today? That is the question on nobody's lips, but it's on mine. What are we going to do? What we looking at? Sweet. What are we looking at? Let's look at animation. So open up our animation dump. Now we've got two new animation libraries. So let's just bang those in. Here for a sec. And then let's extract. So these are glib files. So how do we get our glib files into Unreal Engine? Quaternius left a link so we can check what's going on. Ooh. So if we click download here, do this. All right, okay. Godot setup, Unreal setup. Skeleton set to none. And then import animation, use 30HZ and snap to closest range boundary. Cool. Okay. Let's see what the crack is. Oh, is there PNG here? Yeah, what an idiot. Okay. Let's make a new folder. Quaternius v2. And then we'll grab these animations. No skeleton. Import animations. Animation length. No, use 30HZ. Snap to closest boundary. Import these. Nice. We did it. We're heroes. And let's try the other one as well. Animations, use 30HZ, yep. Apply to wall. Sweet. Alright, let's check what animations we have from Quaternius. Let's take a look at these. It's not bad, actually. Decent. Not sure I'm ever going to use a dance loop, but sure. That's pretty good. Okay. There's some sword attacks in here. I quite like Quaternius' sword attacks. The idle's really nice. And that's a cool zombie as well. Okay. What's formal about this walk? Like, I see someone coming towards me with their fist curled. I'm probably not going to be like, oh yeah, that's a formal walk. Probably going to be like, that guy's going to attack me. Tree chopping is cool. The sword combo is pretty nice. There was meant to be like a shield combo. I thought there was a shield bash, but I could be wrong. This. It's pretty nice actually. Right, okay. Let's do all of these. No. Sequence. Retarget. Quinn. Why has it got to be always the UE4 one? I need to go through these and delete the ones that are bad. And then we just want all of these animations, export them, use the source path, and get rid of the existing ones. I mean, it did what we wanted, but it didn't get rid of the existing ones. Okay. I don't want to have to get rid of each one of these. I'll do it later. No big deal. So I want the not the shield one shot. The shield dash. I can't say that name for the thing about my kids watching my stream at the same time, but I appreciate the compliment, Peak. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Did these have different skeletons? They might have done. Source animation, export, override existing files, export. Oh, that's better. Okay. Obviously, they had two different skeletons. It's pretty funky. I want this shield dash. Because I want this in my actual project. Migrate. Save this. Ooh. How is everyone today? I hope everyone's well. So, Quaternos V2, shield dash. Let's create a montage. This. Let's enable the root motion for this. So where are my items? The ET items. Shield, 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 shield. Wooden shield. Wooden shield currently only has a parry on it. Let's set our little attack that we just got to be the dash montage that we have. So now if we are blocking, and we do an attack, then we can do combo 1.
No, just take it upstairs. I'll sleep on the couch cushions. Don't worry, people.
If the weapon is equipped, yes, that's true. We go to do attacking. If it's blocking,
because the air mattress kind of just goes. No matter what. You text your mum.
then we can do
I like your jumper. Huh? I like your jumper.
this one. And this one. Okay, there's got to be an easier way of setting this up here. Because all we need to do here is get the shield that's equipped on the other arm. Here. Put one in here. Break this. Find combo 1. And play the montage. Let's just do that. Let's just test that it's working for a start. Ooh. Components. Scale mesh. Pick this up. Wow, look at that. So we're able to, while we're blocking, we're able to do a block attack. Got a normal attack, go back to block. And we've got some sort of like shield bash. Sweet. Okay, Right, sorry, I saw a question in chat, but I just wanted to make sure that was working. You're trying to get familiar with data tables and assets. I don't plan to such tutorials. The way you teach stuff's been really useful, like use cases for them. So yeah, we've got a series in the works currently. Which is sort of like a Souls-like AI system that will have a inventory to it, so that when you defeat a boss, they normally drop their weapons and you can use their weapons, but you don't always get the boss like set up for attacks. So like a boss could do some crazy special combo, but when you unlock their weapons in typical Souls-like, you don't always get access to that crazy combo itself. So there's it's currently in the process. It's like a few parts at the minute. I just want to make sure I get all these parts sorted before I release it, and then I can do a proper showcase. For the most part, all the free animations will be there, and then I'll do one that is not free animations, like changing it into something that looks semi-decent rather than just prototyping stuff. But that uses data tables and data assets for both its bosses and its weapons and its attacks as well. So yes, there's plans. When those plans come to fruition is a whole different conversation. So if I change this to be execute attack main hand, and then what I can do is get a custom event and just have execute attack, pass that into here, pass that into here. Just do execute attack. Current attack would be this. If I get current attack, where are we? Combo, current attack, pass that into here, tidy these out a bit. Grab that, shift that over here for a sec. We could even change that into, instead of execute attack main hand, execute attack, choose hands. I can just put this into here like this. So then I can choose execute attack, choose hands, change this key to be a pass by reference here. That means I can type this in here. So this would be 1. This would be 0, 0, and 0. And that should do the jobby. So now we're blocking, and we can do a Dudar attack. How can I professionally perform an attack animation without the character sliding? Root motion is the key, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. So animations are either root motion animations or in-place animations, and depending on where you get them from will depend on what they do. So let me show you. We have this attack, we have this ornate axe, right? And it has this attack, this one-hand combo, like so. And currently, if I select the animation, so this is in the animation sequence, if I turn off the root motion here, and then pick up this axe, I have to wiggle it to refresh it. Then if I attack, here I am sliding. Like this, which I'm guessing is what you want to avoid. And then if I go back to this DT, sorry, if I go back to this sequence, turn on the root motion again. Then we can stop our sliding. So I'm still pushing, but I'm just doing the whole entire sequence on the slide. So root motion is normally the key here, but if you get, say, animations from like mix mode, they don't tend to have root motion. So in which case then you would disable the input. So it depends on where you're getting your animations from, what you're trying to achieve. Because the other way of doing it is you could layer the top half of the body. So when we do this attack, you could have the top half of the body do the attack and the bottom half of the body still able to run around and layer it like that. So that you're just like slashing through stuff as you're moving. So it all depends on the type of game you're making and what you want to be able to happen. So you see here we're doing a like a falling attack, and my bottom half is still playing the falling animation, but I'm not locked in. I'm not locked into where I'm going, so I'm being able to turn. So that's just an in-place animation that I've like layered here. And I just saw a problem here is that I can still do that, which is not what we're after. That's all I'm doing. So Alone. God, that was a mouthful for me. I don't know why I struggled there. How long have you been doing games in UE? 2 years, I think, since the channel started. My first video is when I started, so I'm not trying to be like I'm a professional, because I'm not at all. The zero to game dev was and is me, and everyone else that joins and wants to be along for the ride. So shield, attack, there's our jab. This now stops us doing any other attacks or anything, which is not what we're after. So we need to fix that, and the way we fix that is by taking our one hand combo and taking this. No, I don't want the combo execute. I don't want the line trace either, because the line trace is going to be from the sockets. It makes no sense. I want this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one. Maybe this one. Find the shield. And then that's the parry, we don't want that. Dash, that's what we want. So this will allow us to rotate when we're dashing, so that I can like change the direction of dashing. Player combat sound, I don't think I've got any set up. And when we're coming out of it, it's just about here, so I want to reset this here. I don't know if we want a VFX on this yet, so we shall see. I want this to put in the default slot. So let's take a look at what that looks like. And that should allow us to start moving and not messing around again. So it kind of works. The animation is really quick, so you can see in the top left corner when I do this, I can see that I've got no VFX of that chosen type, so I've got all my deboigs printing, which is what I want. Nice, sweet. So what this is a game that we've been working on to get a demo out hopefully by the end of next year. This year. We're in 2026. Yeah, we're in the longest month of the year, January. Saranya Play, hi, how are you? Are you well? How's your weekend going? I was doing. So now we should have a parry, which we do, and a block. Nice. Why not Unity? Because I chose Unreal. I liked Unreal. Blueprints are easy enough to learn. Blueprints are way more visual than actual code. And Unity, when I started, Unity had like this whole bad rep fallout with people, and I just didn't want to do anything that would be involved in something like that. So Unreal was easier. Not I'll say easier. Unreal was the obvious choice for me. Just with my experience. And there was plenty around that I could learn. This guy's health bar shouldn't be showing. I mean, it's not showing now. But it shouldn't be showing at all. Yeah. Okay. So that is a problem. Because if I start here, his health bar doesn't show. Oh, his health bar shows when he sees me. So he stops seeing me. His health bar comes back. Right, got it. Figured it out. Nice. Nice. Easy money. How do I learn? How would you learn, Yui? Depends how you learn. Yeah, it's a difficult question to answer. Like, everyone learns at a different pace and learns differently. I would just say start. Like, none of this will make sense to you at the start, and you just yeah, none of it makes sense to you at the start, and at a certain point after you do a lot, then it will start to click for you. At that point, it'll feel like a lot easier, but the initial part is going to be really difficult. So if I was to start again, I would do if I was to start from scratch, I would do one of those like an hour to make a game tutorials. Gorka, Smart Poly, anyone that's got like full game tutorial, make a game in an hour, I would do one of those, but for a game that you want to make. So if you want to make a shooter, don't make a car game, kind of thing. And that will tell me, is this for me, and do I like doing it? And if after you get through those hours, it's not about understanding the stuff, it's about seeing the thing at the end and being like, all right, that was difficult, I don't understand a lot of it, but I did enjoy the process of it, and I enjoy seeing the work at the end of it. If that is correct and that's how you feel, then you go on to look at another course that's more your speed. And after sort of understanding the basics, so you can start with you would go then potentially to the Unreal Sensei 5-hour course that teaches you a more in-depth about stuff to build your foundations. But you're not going to sit through 5 hours if you, at the end of it, don't even enjoy what you're doing anyway. So that's why I say start with one of those. Make a game in an hour courses. The code is usually rubbish, but you get something pretty functional at the end of it, and that'll tell you if you enjoy what it is. And then after that, I would make small versions of the game that you want to make. So if you wanted to make a like a COD type game, I would look up how to shoot a gun. I would then be looking up how to add new weapons to the game and breaking it down into much smaller chunks and pieces. That would be how I would learn if I started again. There's no secret to it. It is just time, patience, and determination. Right. That's that. Happy with that to a degree. We're done with that. Now there should be a new enemy. Pretty sure there's a new enemy. What would I call it? What did I call it? That's a good question. Characters, NPCs, enemies? It's a static mesh. I can't do anything with a static mesh. Need a skeleton and got a skeleton. I can't be bothered to make a skeleton today, so we're not doing that. Don't need that anymore. Base character. So that's the character that everything inherits from. And then we're setting our starting values. Am I even calling this? Where's this going? What's this doing? I don't know if I even use this anymore. Because that'll all happen. Like, you'll make some code, and then suddenly you'll be like, I don't remember what this is doing. These gameplay tags are all fine. All of those are gravy. But yeah, that set starting values, I think I changed it to do something else. This gets overwhelming pretty fast. Can I categorize this? Nah, that'd be too easy. So the idea here is to have your stuff as components, but then you're looking through all of this and you're like, that is just a lot of components. That feels like a lot. But then games are built on a lot of code, right? So maybe it's the right amount. The approach is solid and not really a big deal, but having too many is upsetting. Gameplay tag. Enable action. These two are functions. These four out here. Sweet. All gravy. Yep. So then we're looking at our enemies and what happens in our enemies. So I think I need to go one step further. I've got this enemy VP, and then we've got this animal one as well. So I'm going to create, I'm going to rename this to be VP base enemy. And then this will be VP base animal. Say enemy, just for the time being. Then they create one more child. This will be BP base armed enemy. Sweet. So now if I open this here, I don't need to do this spawn weapon because this is causing a problem in the animals because obviously they don't have weapons. So when this guy is dead, we add a gameplay tag to him to say that he's dead. We set simulate physics. We set the collision not to be enabled. We set a ragdoll. We generate loot. That's fine for everything. And we drop a loot bag. Then we destroy the HUD, destroy the target lock, do the quest system, and destroy the actor. Check distance to the player character. Does this, yep. Right, so this spawn weapon code here is breaking in our animal. So if we add this just to our armed enemy, then it won't break our animal anymore. I won't have to do half the hoop jumping that I've had to do. Spawn weapon converts to base enemy function. So we just compile everything again. Damage indicators are fine. Enemy HUD's fine. Stop montage is fine. Why is that being used? So then at the end of begin play, we can call spawn weapon. Easy peasy. Which means that now armed enemies get these blueprints for the bear. And can I change the selection property matrices? I want to change their parents. I'm not sure I can. In here. No. That's annoying. Now I can just go to class settings How are you going to stream when I'm busy? Mate, I've been busy all day. I've had to do like a 10-year-old's birthday party. It was horrible. She wanted a Taskmaster birthday party. And like, man, all of those kids, just not the one, mate. Here's our bear. We don't need the camera. Let's find our base. Where's our base animal? Our base animal, the mesh. We need to clear this. Sorry, bless me. I sneezed. So I want this animation blueprint to be bear. And then this should be bear. What's the difference between these two bears? Can they tell you? Because I just don't know. This is a black bear. This is a brown bear. I know the difference between a black and a brown bear. Obviously, one has a different color. Oh, cool. Different material instances. Do I want a blueprint for each bear? Or do I care? God, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Now I can't stop and it's weird. So if I grab the bear and we get AVP bear, MI bear black. So these are all the material instances. Why has it got more than one material instance? Why not just have like one that changes the color? I don't know if I know enough about materials to be able to say what the right call is here. Like surely you just have the base color as a like a parameter and then you just mess with it. Let's just check out the other bears instances. Ah, so the base color is a texture. So brown, gray, white. WH for white. So I could just randomly select the base color MI. And that would work. So I won't need multiple bear blueprints. Okay, let's give that a go. Begin play. Call to parent. Mesh. Get material. Create dynamic material instance. But they're already material instances. Surely I don't need to do that. Mesh. Get materials. Element index. Yes. Set parameter. Parameters. Spelling is important when you're learning game dev. Just get the audio ones. Source material, this, set parameter value, sex texture parameter value. Do a select here, random integer. Have I worked with Gasp? Yeah, pretty much most of my channel stuff is about Gasp. This is just me messing with my own project. Base color. But yeah, most of my channel stuff is Gasp. This color spelled the American way. COLOR, yeah. So this MI, we have three MIs, and there's a base master here. Okay, so they're T-Bear. T-Bear. Black. Sweet. Okay. T-Bear brown. Add one. T-Bear. You've got an AI character rigged with, created with whatever, rigged it Mixamo, downloaded the in-place and in-spin gas. They are still sliding around. Have you turned on the set acceleration by paths? Do that. 0 to 3. That's 4. That has 4. Sweet. Okay. Mr. Bear, are you gonna play nicely? Currently, the game is just blueprints. Wow. There it is. We're geniuses. It's all changed the colours of our beers. I care about this for a sec. I care about this. Whoa. What a powerful wizard you are. Acceleration bypass. No, it's not acceleration bypass, mate. Come to the details. Acceleration. Use acceleration for paths. That's what it's called. Sounds a bit like bypass. I'll lay off. But yeah, it's use acceleration for paths. And it also all depends how you're setting up your AI as well. Like if you're just using normal standard ABPs, or if you're trying to use the motion matching. If you're trying to use motion matching, it won't work at all. Because Mixamo animations don't have root motion. So I actually don't need these bears here at all. But this bear doesn't have a name. Why don't you have a name, bear? Bear. Oh, look at all them bears. Sick. This one doesn't have a behavior tree. That's what I'm looking for. BT mob AI. So Mr. Bear can go over there. Oh man. Delete this bear because that bear that's over there is a base bear. So if you've got the acceleration enabled, then it's going to come down to, are you trying to use motion matching, or are you trying to use normal AVPs? All of these bears over here are having a bit of a panic attack. Well, then you mix some animations won't work due to them being non-motion matching. Get blackboard value, return actor. Control pawn. Yeah. That target key. That should be set. That's not going to really be the issue here. Feels like a bit of a red herring. Let's delete these free bears. And then let's check out what's going on with this bear. Okay. So the bear's working, but it's not working how it should be working. Don't need the brown bear, we got the black bear. Spawn location sign. Play character should just be an actor or character, that's fine. On begin play, we run the favorite tree. Yes, sweet. We set the spawn location and we initialize our attacks, which should be done. And then I need to tidy this up. Where do our attacks come from, bro? Here. But they should already inherit the bear tag that we have. Default. Oh, maybe not. Let's try that. I don't need this skeleton here or this animation blueprint because we're setting those separately. Clear this. Set this to none. Base enemy. Animation blueprint. That can go over here. Don't need this. Compile this and save this. What's chat saying? Ultra Violence Game Studio. Sup, bro? You good? Moon Up Make Games. How are you? I'm good. What am I building? Just the same thing that we build every weekend. Which is our game that hopefully will get its demo relatively soon. So this bit here shouldn't be in our base character, should be in our armed characters, but we'll fix that in a minute. Right now, I need to make sure that this. So he sees us. There we go. Now he's attacking us. But he thinks he's attacking us. Wait a second. Okay, this is because. No, it's not because. Interesting. Yeah, that's all fine. Why don't you want to face me when you attack me? Do I know any animation AI that could work inside UE5? I mean, Cascade is probably the only decent animation AI, but it all depends on what you want to do. What is the problem here? Like, he's coming to the right spot and he's attacking, and he's motion warping over. It just looks like his rotation's wrong. Mesh. Rotation. Okay, maybe that's why, because it was set to minus 270. There we go. But then it's interesting. You are blood. No, that definitely sets that there. That does that there. Let's just go to S. Go to the skeleton. Go to the object. This is up there. Shouldn't have anything in. Minus 25, minus 90. Those are fine values. Let's try and figure this out. See, I was thinking that the first attack did it fine, but obviously this one's having a little bit of freak out. What happens if I just put the base animal in here? Base animal. BP Bear. And then we make this SK Bear. I don't know what the disconnect between this and that is. How peculiar. This should definitely be this, but maybe it's because it's inherited. Let's try. No? Okay. That is a peculiar issue. Like this works fine. And this is the parent, so everything should be inherited from this. Okay. What could be the issue? Don't think that we're cast into anything that should stop that, but even if it does, then it shouldn't, because it's a parent and a child relationship, not a normal weird relationship. So there's nothing in there that should stop us doing what we need to do. Controller? Could it be our AI controller? I don't think it could. That's fine. Yeah, no, AIC animals. Let's check this. Scene actor, draw debugs. So they were all freaking out because they saw the actor, but we didn't check if it equaled the player. So like, this will stop them freaking out now. If they don't ignore it. Unreal be unreal, bro. Okay, so this isn't doing what it should be. Ah, oh, Pete's sake. I hate when it does this. Like, you add an extra node and suddenly it disconnects this actor node, and it does it so often. So this should work now. There you go. So now it's seen us. Now it wants to attack us. Okay. Because the scene actor never drops off. Right, successfully sensed. Yes, here. Do a branch here. Make sure this is true. If not, scene actor is not. So that's fine. Lost sight of actor. And it will go to do its search pattern, which is what we want. The problem becomes is when we add in a child of this base animal. And we set the texture. What happens if I don't set the texture? What if I just keep it as this? I don't think it's going to be this that's the problem, but if in doubt, try it out. And we want BT, yeah, default enemies, bear. Just decides that when it wants to be a child, then it is a different rotation. What? cannot figure this one out. Why is that a thing? There's nothing that affects the rotation. Construction. Okay, wait, so let's do in the construction script, we'll add a call to the parent. Let's check. Nope. Just wants to attack the thin air over there while its parent attacks me directly. What? Patrolling and searching is fine, blah blah blah. We're checking the actions of the thing, getting the distance, warping to the location, and then performing the attack. But there is nothing here that tells it to change its rotation. The thing that gets me is the parent-child thing shouldn't be a thing. Like, oh. Wait a second. That can't be the reason why, surely. Is that the reason? Right, let's see if that's the reason. I feel like it might be. We figured it out. It only took 50 bloody minutes. We figured it out. Oh, blimey, that was a faff, wasn't it? So now our bear can have multiple setups. Sweet. We did something. We were productive today. So the problem is that when you inherit everything from a character that already exists, you need to reset all the values inside said character. Probably would have just been easier to create a new character child, honestly. Randomized bear for So now we've got brown bears as well. Easy money. Right. With that being said, we also want to go into here, and let's have a look. Enemy name, bear. Socket to equip weapon to attach, that's fine. Config, sight radius, yes. Combo 1, combo 2, combo 3, yes. That's fine. What if we add a humanoid? That will be his name. And I need to find the enemy name Enom, which is obviously not in the right place. Don't organize your projects like me. Enemy name Enom. Humanoid. Bandit. So I make him a big blue guy. Call him Bandit. Kids would love that. DTNAs. Humanoid with the name of Bandit. Weapon. Do I have a sword? Basic sword. Socket to equip to would be... We'll check in a sec. And then here's attacks. We've got one hand combo. This is combo 1. Combo 2. Combo 3. Combo 1. Combo 2. So, base armed enemy. Humanoid. What's broken here? Nothing. This just doesn't want to work. Okay. Humanoid should still be able to use the mob AI behavior tree. Aaron. What's up, bro? Defaults. Does this guy not have... Base armed enemy. Oh, what? Base animal. Oh, what a tool. Right. Get rid of this behavior tree. This needs to go on our base enemy. Why would you put a behavior tree on the lowest possible thing? What an idiot. Yeah, man, all good. Just relaxing. Had a kid's birthday party for my youngest, so it's been a bit crazy. Now I'm chilling out. And yeah, man, just jamming. get blackboard, because this guy doesn't have a blackboard. Oh wait, no, he does. Oh god, what an idiot. Base animal. Right, let's grab that. Go to our base enemy. Then we can do this here, BT here. We initialize our attacks. And we create a variable spawn location. This won't have a nope. So let's grab it from here. Control X this. This here. Base animal. We can get rid of this. Right. So now we've changed pretty much everything around. He still hates us, but that's okay, because we hate him too. No, we don't. But let's see. This will be why. We'll make him an animal for the time being. Dope. Look at Bandit go. Go, Bandit, go. Go, Bandit, go. And we already know what the problem here is, because we had the same problem with our child enemy. Oops, I pressed F4 by mistake. Add or update the warp target. The warp target is a problem because our base enemy doesn't have a warp target. Doesn't have motion warping. Base animal enemy, motion warping, control X. Base enemy, motion warping. So that's gravy. Go to the mesh. And find the orientate doodahs to doodahs. Oh man, where are we? Base enemy. Placed in world or spawn should be on our base enemy, that's right. And then we want our base armed enemy. In where are we? Where are we? Where's the orientate rotation to movement? It's in the thing. It's in the. It's gotta be in character movement, surely. Why is my brain not working? That one. That should still be why. Yeah, we found it. Nice. So that is what we want. Except a couple of bits. So let's get rid of this for a sec. Let's close all those tabs and start again. Do our spawn weapon. This does this here. But we haven't done anything on a weapon just yet, which is fine. This is rocking AVP money. And I can't remember if that's where I had all my stuff. No, AVP player. Can I just put the AVP player in? I don't think I'm going to be able to because of the skeleton. No, that's going to break me out. That's all fine. That's all fine. Pardon me. Yeah. What's the best bow combat game? I was always under the impression that Horizon, like Zero Dawn, had the best bow combat. But like maybe I'm wrong. What's your opinion? What's the best bow combat you've ever felt? So I think that's what I'm adding next. I think I want to add a bow. So I'm like, where do I get the inspiration for a bow from? What was I doing? I forgot. I got completely the ABP. That's what I was doing. Newer Tomb Raider's pretty good. Yeah, I can get behind that. Right, okay, so we need some locomotion animations / setups for our enemies. Go on. Is it the ghost animation set? Or whatever it's called. Nine CG. Should we check out 9CG's app store? Let's go quickly. 9CG. you know, like I'm sure these packs are great and like fantastic, whatever. But I just want like a full pack. I want one. I like buying the one packs that just keep getting updated, and then the price changes. That feels like a deal to me. Like these prices are pretty consistent though. Yeah, I mean these are cool. You can definitely make something with these. What was the one? I'm gonna add these to my wish list. We'll see what happens on there on sale. What else did I have on this wish list? Well, I had some other person on this wish list, but it turns out not. The ghost bow. Ghost samurai bow. Yeah. This is the set that I was looking at. I like the mimic. I was waiting for the mimic to be on sale. The mimic was like good. This one comes with a bundle, which is more like the speed that I want. And this one comes with visual effects. Like this is a bit annoying. Like there's a base and then an expansion and stuff. But yeah, so like 52 and then the bow. Why do I have to have a female twin blade? So I have some frustrations. But it's a large saving and it's often on sale. So we shall see. Also, there's some bow stuff in here. There's not some bow stuff. I thought there was bow stuff in Quintarian's latest pack. Oh, that push feels nicer than the one that I've got. Is that better? I feel like that might actually be better. I might swap that. Anyway, back to what I was actually doing. Finding these EVPs. So it should be on a low delay, mate. Like I've not set it up on something crazy. I don't know. Maybe my internet's just being a pain as usual. Right, template enemy, locomotion, idle walk run, blend space, player. Sweet. So I can just use this for any skeleton. That is what I want to see. Right. Create child anim with skeleton. I hate the way that people do skeletons. Just like, give me a different name for your skeleton. Stop calling all the skeletons SK mannequin. Right, so this is AVP human. And this guy needs an idol. I mean, that is the way to do it. Just rename them to the one that you want for sure. But like, you know, when you've got multiple skeletons, so this guy will just be my basic humanoid skeleton, but then my character skeleton is a bit different because it's a bit of a different size. But it's based on the Quinn skeleton. So again, they're called SK mannequin, which is a dumb thing that I've done. Humanoid details, not details. It is details. Oh, I said it right. Stun loop. So yeah, stun loop here. Mate, I'm not a yank. Super British. Oh man, that's beyond frustrating. I can. It's like the stupid. Do you not know how to add bones to your UE skeleton? I got you. I got you, fam. Give me 10 seconds. Watch. So, bit of a weird one because it's a bear, but you should. Is it in this one? Yeah. No. In 5.7. Oh, okay. If you know now, that's fine. But yeah, in 5.5, they added bones. This is 5.4, so doesn't exist. This one goes here. Humanoid enemy. Asset detail. Stun loop. Here. Blend space. One hand blend space. Shall we check what that looks like? Pretty sure that's going to be the badge that I want. He says confident in himself at all times. But what we didn't realize that he was a fucking idiot. Humanoid. Oh, he's a slider. Look at him. Ugh. The scrote. Why is he sliding around? Tommy. What's up, mate? You good? Has Mark put like the stream in other people's discords? Trying to drum up some business for me. I should pay him, but he pays me. I'm checking now. What's TG doing tonight? Because he's not got. I thought he'd finished his inventory. What's he doing tonight? He brought all the crew. What? Oh man. I do have a Patreon, mate. I have a Patreon now. I set up a bunch of like stuff and a coffee. BSG, I appreciate you joining me. Like, thanks for the like and everything. Just, if you've got time, ask a question. If you've got time, say hello. I'm very much not particular on it. But yeah, man, Mark, appreciate all the love, bro. So it was easier in terms of like Patreon and YouTube and stuff. It's so weird because I can't. If I do a members video, I have to upload it twice so that I can upload it to Patreon. Not upload it, but like activate it to Patreon as well. It's such a really backward system, but it's what we gotta do. Yeah, I don't pay him to remind people. The idea for this, yeah, is to eventually release it to get a full demo going. But hopefully the demo should be out by the end of next year. Hopefully sooner if we can. Let me see. Let me see if I can show without breaking everything. So this is currently the what's it called? This is currently the plan for the demo area. Just started mapping it out. So you got a starting area with a quest giver. We're gonna have a mini boss over here. There's gonna be some puzzles over here. And we've got some just like general enemy stuff. Bit of a platforming section. And then there'll be like a proper boss, but I want this one to have like unique mechanics. So like damage a pillar or like do something to activate something else, so the boss has some more unique mechanics. And then this will be the end of the demo. And it looks tiny. It does. Bloody hell, that sun ray is blinding. But if I put in our enemy, in fact, I'll just stop playing. It's quite big. So oh mate, like I'm not gonna spend loads of time blocking something out when I can just bang an area on it and put it in. It just tells me what I want to do here, and like yeah. And then I just work for it. I don't like working in this area until things are done. So what you'll see a lot on stream or when I post something, if I ever post anything, is gonna be like this. And I just have different sections to what we've done. So over there's the puzzle section. I've got all our items and our quest giver here, testing damage and stuff. And then over here is our enemy AI stuff. So for the most part, we have, I can't remember what I set this up to be, but our puzzles, that just need like polish. Like so. And then if I quit this weapon, whee. Then we've got like hit rock sections. This is just testing. So I want to make this like look a little bit better, and then I need to remember what code I set up for this puzzle door. So what did I set up? 0, 2, 1, and 3. So what's this on? This starts at 0, so this starts at 2, 1. What's this start at? 1. Okay. 1, 2. You what, blood? Zero, 2, 1, 3. Zero, 2, 1. If this is broken, I might be upset. Because it shouldn't be. There we go. Ooh. He's the chosen one, man. Have you never been the chosen one? The chosen one always can break rocks. Can headbutt a rock and break it.
I think I will, I know.
My guy is the sliding champion. Right, let's see why this guy's sliding. Use acceleration for paths is ticked. You interesting thingy. Huh. That's the idea, man. Yeah, I mean it may be or may not be stolen from Skyrim. I'm not gonna. I'll say
I
inspired.
already found it, I know.
What's the fair usage policy? It's inspired, but it is cool because this this puzzle here is quite expandable. So if I duplicate this, we can just set up a new code for the pillar. So this can be 1. And this is 0. So now this one needs to change. And then this needs to... off. So it's not perfect because I keep forgetting what the code is. There we go. So it's super like expandable and modular, which is just the way I like it. But the only thing that I do need to do is I need these runes to be able to be displayed up here, and then we need to, like when you select one, we just highlight it a bit. So it's done, but it just needs polish. This is fully done, but needs a bit more polish. I don't really like this on the floor. I want sort of like a descending button. You push it on top, the button goes down, makes it seem a bit more interesting. This just needs a whole new like texture, a little bit smaller, put a decal on top and make it sort of look like it's smashable. Because you don't want to walk past some rocks and be like, oh, I wonder if I can smash that. You want to be visually inspired. Inspired? Not inspired. Visually, no. Right, why aren't you walking like I want you to walk? Humanoid C, yes. Rotation here, here, here. Movement, yeah. Rotation rate's fine. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? It should all be fine because it's inheriting from the, what's it called? The base enemy, which inherits from the base character, which is what this template enemy casts to get the character reference and get the character movement. And then it gets the auto rotation. Ooh. The direction and the speed. Are we getting here? Are we? And then where does it move to from here? Should move. How is should move triggered? Okay, so it gets through. Oh, it's because I'm testing the bit. Why am I testing the bit? Humanoid.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm like, I want to test something and then suddenly it's saying, no, you can't do that. The actual Jeff, bro. Humanoid, base armed enemy, that's in the world, right? It should be getting through. Okay. Let's print this. Print string. Failing. Okay, yeah, no, I get. It's not failing. It's going from one place to the other, so that's all gravy. So, is it because... I mean, now it's failing. Let's print this. It shouldn't have seen me. That's whoops. Ooh, okay, okay. Right, okay. I think I've got it. I think I've figured it out. Attack range, attack cooldown, max walk speed. DT enemies. Humanoid. Config. Walk speed 300. Run speed 600. I don't think I want attack range, attack cooldown. That's what's. I don't actually want those two, but I do want faster and slower enemies. So don't need any of those or this. We do want the attack info. We do want the config, but kind of not as well. I don't think we're using the config anyway. Right, let's try now. Be fixed. Oh, wait, no. Data tables are weird. Wait, you do this? Why do you hate me? Alright. Oh, what? Why do you dislike me? Base enemy should just be clear. Money is none. That is fine. Compile, save that. Base armed enemy is what we're operating with. So we can do mesh. Humanoid. Scale. Data tables have their advantages, man. Like, you can't bulk edit a data asset. So data tables are hugely advantageous there. Again, it just all depends on what you are doing and what you want. So at some point, once this all works, I will export, well, I will import a row name, an enemy name, and like config files out into Excel. Just do a bulk one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can export it into Google Sheets. If you are using a data asset, you can't do that. But the downside of a data table is it loads everything on the first run through, so you need to optimize it using like soft references and stuff. You can't bulk edit a data asset in like Excel or Google Sheets, whereas you can make a whole CSV file for your enemies. So you can, if your game requires balancing, right? So Taken Grace, what a hero, man of the day. Not what, mate. I'm so tired. I'm so what's the word? VIP, MVP. It's the first time TG's dropped in my stream, considering all the times I've dropped in his. Just saying. Nah, I'm fine. I'm not upset about it. I hope you're TG. You know, when's your stream starting? I normally drop off and jump onto yours. Mr. Bandit doesn't want to move. Man of the morning. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we're saying data assets don't load everything on the first run through, but data tables are easy to expand. So if you have a data table that just has your enemy's name and then like health values and stuff, and you want to balance stuff, then it's much easier to balance in a data table, because you can just change it all in one go. Whereas data assets you have to click through, but data assets are cleaner in terms of stuff. So like in a data table, it can get pretty big pretty quick if you are that way inclined. But it all depends on your game. For like 10-20 items, not much of a big deal. I mean, it's like anything, isn't it? Like everything we say is just like, this is all game dependent. Why do you not want to move? Humanoid enemy? Yes. Oh wait, am I being daft? Have I been silly? It wouldn't surprise me if I've been. No, no. One-handed blend space should be running to his new location does not want to move. Why? Why do you hate me? Unreal Engine. Use. I know acceleration for paths is turned on. Use acceleration for paths. Yeah. Now he has an actual movement speed as well. Humanoid. Config file. Run speed is 600. Walk speed is 300. Base armed enemy. Sorry, base enemy. Construction script. Config file. Max walk speed. It's his run speed. So this is fine. There's nothing here that should stop him running full. Oh, wait a second. You wouldn't say that was bulk editing? Oh, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. If it's a miscommunication, what would you say was bulk editing then? Do you like? You mean when we select everything and just go edit selection property matrix? So would you say that the CSV file method was balancing, or something else? What would you call that? I'm just interested to know. Humanoid. So you'd call, yeah, yeah. So would you call the data table data sheet balancing then? Current value. So this is set correctly as the current value. Yes. Why? Because this is to the scale that it should be. So there's no reason why this shouldn't work on that skeleton at all. It's going to be something so dumb that I've just not thought about. I can already tell. Use controller rotation UI? No, it just freaks out. Because it's just like it's not. I'm just trying to get the guy to run his AVP that he should run. But he does not want to. So this is a template which goes to base character, which is our like top class of characters, and then we split off from character and go base enemy and player. Like that's easy enough. And then base enemy splits off into armed enemy and animals. But we're looking at base armed enemy. So the next one down from base character, from base enemy. But for whatever reason, this guy just does not want to do his anim class. Compile, save this. If it's going to be a save compile issue on my screen. No, I'm not trying to change the ABP from my table. The ABP, nothing changes here at all. It should all be set in the blueprint. It's just he slides all the way there. Like he's in idle. Everything works as I expect it to work here. It's just he slides to it, and I don't quite know why. The bear works fine on the same setup. Wait a second. No. Does the bear work fine on the same setup? I would expect the bear to work fine on the same setup. Oh, you know what? I might have been an idiot. I think I've been an absolute... Right, wait a sec. Because the... No, I think I've just been a dafty. No. So currently, this is a one-handed blend space that goes forwards and backwards, so it looks at speed. But... it should be... Do I not have any... where is it? No, it's I think it's because we're using a I can't get my words out. We're using a one-dimensional blend space rather than a two-dimensional blend space. So rather than full strafe locomotion. So I need to work out where I'm storing that. My brain is just shut down. These are all just forward locomotions rather than you're right, it shouldn't, unless you are me and you have set up something. I'll show you. So, because this is a template, it runs on the XY here, and normally speed is up rather than across. So I think it's because I've set it up so that it thinks direction is one way and speed is the other. I wonder if I just do that, whether that will confirm what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's because all of my blend spaces currently are forward motion, and I've got strafe turned on for this guy because he needs strafe turned on when he sees us. So don't be an idiot is what is the answer. But in my block, so here, we are running the bottom half of something. So I need to work out what that bottom half is, and then I can just steal that. So we go to Blockmaster, and the base pose is our input pose. Okay. Keep following the rabbit hole, bro. Third person. So for the most part, yeah, I made all the functionality behind it, and then a friend of mine made, like, the person I'm making the game with made the like the actual buttons, but all the functionality is mine, all the icons and that sort of thing. That's this. So like the functionality of the button and stuff, but the actual icon, that's this. Right, Blockmaster. We're looking for the player. And the player is here, and here, and here. Full loco. Where's the layer blend per bone? The pelvis. So all of these use main state locomotion, which is main states, locomotion, 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 idle, walk, run. Somewhere, blend space, walk, run, no. Blend space, two-handed strafe, let's go. Cool, right. So this is the one that I want in our humanoid. Blend space, two-handed strafe. I also need to change the speed here because that's too much, and the strafe only goes up to 500. So do this. There we go. Now obviously we've got the wrong animation because he's got a two-handed animation. Sick. Oh my god, that was a pain. Oh man, I hate any crashes. I hate just because they're frustrating. Enemy AI. Whoa, what a pain. So yeah, here we are blending our 200 blend space with all of our like overlay animations here. This is something that I really want to tidy up. This falls on the make it work, make it pretty layer philosophy. So yeah, which means I want to change this combo here to be the 200 combo. So 200 attack 1 move, 200 attack 2 move, attack 3, attack 4. You know what I just did? Press Control D instead of making these montages. I mean, you're lucky, man. I get crashes out of it. I'll try and delete an asset and it'll be like, nah, mate, crash time. It's just part of working with it. Like, once you get more used to it and stuff, I think it's all fine, but it is an actual pain. Mikem, thank you for joining us. How are you today? I hope you're well. What are we working on today? We are adding another enemy to our data table for our enemies and just in general for our enemy stuff. And we have spent a ridiculous amount of time trying to work out why this guy is not moving towards us and strafing. Not strafing, but we've done it. We've worked it out and he is fine. So what we do want to do is we want to... A minute ago we wanted to cry, but now we're alright. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm not having a mental breakdown. We want to copy all these and go to where is it? 200 attack 1 move and paste these. I want to leave this in here, but I think this is probably only playable in the character. So now we've got that, we can do 200 attack 1 move montage, and I can make the combat one that he has the move montage. Start. Stop. Really should have traced like 20. Stamina cost is 0. Is this attack interruptible? Is it unblockable? And if it isn't, if it is blockable, how much is the stamina cost to block it? Make it unblockable. Can it be parried? No. Perfect distance from target is probably like 50. And then we can add in sound effects and attack VFX. But first, we actually need to find a weapon to equip. I don't know if I have a 200 sword. Shall we see? Static mesh? Right now, we're working on adding a 200 enemy to our project. But I don't think I even have a 200 like sword. So we're gonna go to fab.com and we're gonna find a greatsword slash a mediocre sword, and we're gonna get a free one until we can model our own. How is there only this many free swords? What are you and why have you got a poor rating? Just sadness. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it too much. I'm gonna add it to my library, but I'm not gonna. Ah, you piece of. I shouldn't need to log into my Fab account to. Do I need to? Do I really? Oh, you. Okay, so we have all of these. That's how these probably won't make it into the final product of the game because they don't match the style of the stuff. But I like to have stuff just to test. Niall Null released a bunch of free like swords and stuff recently. These are all pretty cool. But this is the first time I've actually looked at one in detail. So like, there's an ice dagger here that seems really cool. Like art stuff blows my mind. Oh, it's something like the Bob Rosso. This is pretty cool too. What did I do? Was I just out here like giving you a little song? That's my bad. Shall we see how bad this is? Great Sword of Ruin. Right, I'll give you 5 seconds. Do you think this is going to be a good size, or do you think I'm going to need to resize it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every time. Every single time. He's like, this sword, she is too big. Always gonna need the edits, bro. .5. Oh mate, the pivot is always busted in just everything. And that there. I mean, it's a great sword, right? So maybe that's too big still. I'm gonna go 0.35 and adjust it later. Big transfer. Sweet. Oh, there's one more thing I do need to do. Sockets. Start. And end. And then, right, this guy gets a sword. Socket to equip. What's it? Hand underscore. Now I need to check that this works as it should. Spawn weapon. The weapon doesn't do anything here. If I go to combat, I think I should use it as is. I think I'd get laughed at, and rightly so. Wherefore art thou begin play? This is my own combat system. It's similar to Combat Fury. So like, I know Combat Fury uses a very similar setup, mainly because I have Combat Fury. So it's similar, but it's not the same. I'm not gonna run my hit reaction code via weapons. So Combat Fury is very good, and I'm not gonna what's the word? Slate Combat Fury because it's a great asset, and the price when it's on sale is actually quite reasonable. So yeah, it's a good asset, but there are things in it that I'm not a fan of personally, and I'll show you one of them when it loads. So this, we're looking for the static mesh component that's labeled main hand, and this will be our main hand static mesh. Okay, so I only need to do static mesh. Weapon. Main hand weapon. I need a tag. Tag. Component tag. No, don't do that. Main hand. I don't think there's a wrong way of doing things though. Like, I mean, there obviously is a wrong way, but there's not a insane wrong way. So Combat Fury. Looking for DT. Like, we'll take the sword combo. So combo imports like heavy attack, and then runs it Animon charges. That's not the one I want actually. Where's the weapon state? Yes. So when you pick up a sword, so this is like weapon state is your items. So when you pick up a sword, you get access to all these combos, and it sets up everything here, which is cool. You get parry attack, you got the equip montage, air launch. But here is where I think it falls down. So here you've got block hit reactions, knockback reactions, and firm block reactions, right? The problem is all of these are associated with a specific montage. So number one, if you are using different skeletons or something like that, well, these block reactions and stuff won't run on those. Sorry, the hit reactions won't run on them. Block reactions, neither here nor there because they're your player. So I would rather have sort of hit reactions set up separately for me personally. Like I say, I think it's a good asset. I think if you're just using the same characters for enemies and players, I don't think you've got a massive issue. It's just if you're not, like I'm using, let's see, so I've got a humanoid here, and then there's a bear here. Well, they can't use the same like hit or block reactions because they can't. Whereas I would just set, so I would set up, and I will be setting up like a hit reactions component here, and then inside my player, wherever he is here, I can find that hit reactions component and just assign the actual montages to play. So in my weapons, what I will be doing at some point is do it. So DT items in this combo stuff here, I will do like a hit reaction type. So whether it's a light or a heavy or a medium, then I'll calculate inside the hit reaction the direction of the hit, and then there'll be a choice of like 4 front, back, side, etc. And it'll then decide based on the strength of the hit and the direction will decide on the animation to play. And this sort of thing here is cool. So I've got this one-handed combo montage here, and you can see so I've got a data table for enemies as well, and this bandit currently has a two-handed combo move just because he's using a two-handed run. But if I change this animation to be the two-handed one, I could say, well, my player's a child, so they're probably not going to inflict the same amount of damage. So I can change per animation, per character, the damage, and how much stamina it costs per animation, per player, etc. And different sound effects, because like a bear's grunt isn't going to sound the same as a pig's grunt, but they might use the same animation potentially. And then yeah, like a camera shake, you might get hit really hard by an enemy but not by a player. And the same for the VFX. Just because they're using the same attacks doesn't mean that one isn't like a fire-based attack or an ice-based attack and stuff. So this is super modular, and once it's set up and runs, it's really nice and simple. And then, so like here, we've got a custard bun. I don't think I've set up the custard bun. Yeah, sorry, the mana potion. For whatever reason, the mana potion can parry, but actually it can't. It can just do healing and stuff. Is this combat file available? No, not right now. Will it be available? Yes. Once we finish with this Souls-like series, then it'll all be set up properly. So, and then yeah, the combat file will be available. What do you mean, the happy everything guy? What do you mean happy? This is nasty. What? Me? The setup? You like it? Nasty good? Nasty bad? Like, come on, give me some proper feedback, bro. Unblockable, yeah, so we can't block it. There's no blocking cost. This here. Cool. So, base enemy, I actually don't need this. I like it. I think the setup is what I want to be able to set up. So we want to promote this to a variable. And then, because I don't want, because we're using base character for animals and players, but animals obviously don't have weapons. So yeah, and for animals and for enemies, then this base armed enemy here inherits this out row here, and then we break this. It's just the day, mate. Like, all of my words have sounded bad all day. And then we can set static mesh here. Do this here. What I do want to do is valid here. And this is a really hard like habit to get into for tutorials. Just doing all the debug strings. No valid static mesh. And the main reason is it just takes so much time. Great. So this guy has static mesh handler set up here, which means every construction script. Oh wait, I haven't actually given him. It does. You're right. It does have so much thought put into it, and then because that's how I thought it was gonna come off best. Main hand? Did I have this as main hand? What's that about rotation? It still needs rotation. Yeah, you're right. That seems right. Base on enemy. Where are we? Don't want to block everything because that'll cause issues, and we also don't want to step up on it either. compile that, save it. So this guy now should perform, should come to his, find his, or he does need to be a bit closer. I think I've set his ideal radius a bit too small. And I've definitely not set up the traces for these other attacks. So, let's do that. Humanoid Bandit. Oh, wait, no, that's a problem. 20 for his 200 attack one move. I'm going to remove combo 2 and 3. So I think his foot sliding is because... I don't know. I think he does just slide. I think that's how we set up his 200 animation. Why is he doing this 100 attack? Combo 1. Humanoid Bandit starts 200 attack 1 move. Yeah. There we go. And he's standing still because the behavior tree. Where is the behavior tree? So this behavior tree chooses a random action of combo 1, 2, and 3. But wherefore art thou? So we're checking if this is valid here, but what we don't do is check if we found the action here. Oh, I can hear the kids in the background. So I want this print component here, this print string that says no combat comp on of BT. And then we want one here that says no action of type requested in BT. Should all be fine. I haven't seen any. I'm not experiencing any drop frames. I'll do a speed check, see what the crack is. Speed. It's like my most Googled thing. Yeah, no, should be alright. Unless YouTube hates 2-hour-long streams. Yeah, seems fine. No action attack requested in BT. Yes. If that's the case, then we need to abort, finish abort, and then it should go around again. So I can force this to finish. If this aborts it up to here. Then the selector runs again and runs through again. If a child fails, then the sequence fails. If all the child, then the sequence succeeds. Yeah. Child fails, then this fails. But then it should just hit this again and go back around. Target actor, speed, point of interest. Yeah, okay. Right. What we're doing? I was doing the perfect distance. Half this. 25. It is and it isn't. So one of the secrets to a behavior tree, because behavior trees are a pain, is anything on the left is the most important action. So anything on the left overrides anything on the right, because that's how you set it, so that you can set on it's a observer aborts, so it aborts everything. And then once you select it, you can see which one so it aborts while it's turning blue. So this just jumps out of every single one of these nodes. The other thing is if you do a print string, so you can set up a task that is just print. It's a super simple like task, and that just helps me debug it so I can see where it's entered and where it hasn't. It's so like stupid, but I don't think it. It might be because state trees aren't really my bag. But if you are wanting something that's more responsive, then a behavior tree is better. I want to be able to say do all of the combos and attacks, but I might just have to stick to the 4. Oh shit, there's a bear. There's a bear. How have you lost sight of me when I'm right here? Is this because you're detecting? See, this will be the thing, whereas I'm trying to work out what's going on. I think as time will go, state trees will develop more and more, for sure. But they've been around for, behavior trees have been around for ages. And yeah, it just depends on what you want to do. What I would love to do is, but it'll just take time, is I would love to have the behavior tree tutorial that I'm doing for the gas like boss souls light stuff, and then redo the whole thing in state trees so people can see the difference. I think that'd be insane. But considering how long it's taken me to do this tutorial. Right. So this is fine, but 25 was too close. 35 would be better. I want his idle to be better too. Right, let me go back to his AVP humanoid, asset overview, idle, two-handed idle, 2H idle. Two-handed block added's a bit much. Two-handed idle. There we go. I think that's going to look better. There he is. Right, let's give him some more actions so I can keep using the combo setup that I've got set up. Combo 2. Combo 3. Attack 2. Have I got a combo 4? No, but that is fine. Let's see. Attack 3. What's that? Attack 4. I feel like that's like a cool running attack, but I could be wrong. Cool. Grab all of this. And then go to attack number 2. So this is what I mean. I was using a section method before. You can probably use the same section method as well. Like you could use the same section method, make it combo 1, and just change the name of the section that you're calling inside here. But I just prefer to have them as separate montages, because you'd still need to have the same montage to call from, and then add the section part here. So it's just personal preference. Yeah, so there's Spider-Man. The Spider-Man games. I started with the original Batman, man. Where are we? So IA Sprint 1. You want to add a what is it? Combo. So you want to add a combo beta, and then it'll be whatever button you put this plus whatever button you put the other one on, I think. Yeah, this is the one. And then it's like how quick you press it, 0.5 seconds, or whether it's triggered or started. So if you're holding it down or whatever, or if you're just pressing it. Yeah, combo beta. Don't know why it's beta. Or chord action. It's one of the two. One of these two in an input action, and then you select the other one. It'll do the jobby. Two-handed attack move. Attack move 3. And do number 4 as well, just because we can. Right. That trace is pretty perfect. So let's move 2, move 3. Sweet. Right. Start. Radius of trace like 20. This one costs 10 to block. Perfect distance from target. Again, this would probably be like 35. Oh, did I set damage? 11. Start. Stop. Radius of trace. 20. Stamina cost doesn't matter. Is interruptible? Yep. And blocking cost is like 20. Can be parried. Yes. 35. Save. 35 might be too small, actually. Yeah. So which one is the one that is failing? I think it's this one. So this one can be like 15 as the distance from the target. We're missing our targets, boys. Right. 20. 15. That's the one that's like hitting. That's the one that's missing. So one of these needs to be a lot closer to us. It's not that one. I think it's this one. Which is combo 2. So we'll make this one like 5. No, so like motion warping. Motion warping is being used, but it's being used to move the enemy into the perfect like distance. So during its movement, it moves. So I'd rather there be like some forward movement rather than this jump, but animations be animations. So one of these is 15 and one of them's flopping. 10, 15. That one needs to be 5. Wait, no. Do it. 15. 5. Yeah, there we go. So 35 is probably a bit. Right, so which one of these is 35? Because that's good, but not great. So that one can be 25. That one's good. Oh, man. You know what? I'm an idiot. I know what's happening. So, the... So, let me see if I can explain this. in a good way. So here we are attacking. This is basically our attack code here. It's here. We're selecting a animation, and then we are putting a circle around our enemy. So this is find perfect distance. So there should be a so let's go. So what we're doing here is the perfect distance that's in each of these attacks is the perfect distance where we're not clipping for our character. So we're going to move into that spot while we're doing the animation, so it just looks and blends quite nicely. So depending on where we are will depend on sort of where we move into. And then while we're doing the animation, we're going to like slide, which is why I normally put it in a like a step. So as we're doing a step, we'll move our animation and its root motion to the point where I need it to be. That's how we calculate it, but we can manage that to be the right distance basically for it. So it's good. It's a really powerful tool. You use it a lot for like climbing stuff and jumping over stuff like that. Where's the sword gonna go? Wouldn't you use IK to adjust? To adjust where the sword actually ends up. So the motion warping is just going to affect the what's it called? Like the location of the animation. It's not going to affect the sword twist unless I've not seen something. Let's break this. It doesn't really tell you much. No, the problem here is that I actually haven't put the motion warping part in. So if I look at DT enemies, Blackbear. Here we have motion warping. So we're going to copy this and put it inside the animation that we were trying to use, which is this one. So I'm like, why is it not motion warping? And the reason it's not motion warping is because I don't have it set to motion warp. So if we add in our motion warping component, we should get to where we need to be. Bloody hell, that was annoying. I bet now all of our perfect. Okay, what? I'm nearly done, mate. Thanks for asking. Yeah, man, I'm nearly done. Finally, because it's been absolutely awful. But I am nearly finished. So it should be good. We've got, yeah, we've sent it off. We've had some feedback from our lecturer, which is like the first time in ages. And yeah, we are nearly done. And then we need to do a presentation, which is just about the thing. And then we'll be fully done with just some like professional discussions that we need to have. And that's it. So it's going good. We are very close to being finished. Thank goodness. Where? Okay, so where did I put the motion warping stuff? Wait, enemy utils event. Motion warping location step. Okay, bloody hell. Yeah, didn't cache out the motion warping component. Motion warping location set. So it should be pulling the data that we need. The perfect distance key. Perfect distance from target for attack. Gets the point of interest location, sets the motion warping, and then performs the attack. So this guy should be motion warping towards us. Motion warping is really weird. 25, 25. 5. He should be a lot closer. No, don't you piece of Why? Oh man, that's so silly. Why? Why you gotta do that to me? What? Would you make a simple testing bot that just runs around random? So a super Chris high five. I don't want to. I don't want to do it either. What we're doing? So yeah, that's annoying. I don't know how much I've lost. I don't think I've lost that much. Maybe I have. Save often, kids. I have no idea what a Klondike bar even is, pal. What is it you want into even? Would you make me a simple testing bot that just runs around random inputs? What do you mean by random inputs? What's a testing bot? Do you mean like an enemy or just like an EQS testing bot? I'm so confused. What was it? Oh, I know what I was doing. What point anim provider? Warp translation. Yeah. Mate, I don't even know what a Klondike bar is. I'm gonna have to look up what a Klondike bar is. Oh no. It's an ice cream sandwich. Mate. Love ice cream sandwiches. He's not motion warping. Why is he not motion warping? Right, okay, let's do What? What do you mean the music started on it? Is TG starting his stream, is that what you're saying? Come on. If TG is starting his stream, then fair enough. Like, I could keep you. No, go for it. I need to shoot anyway. Like, it's like 7 o'clock and some food, and we'll see. Like, we're going to be competing for views. It's fine. I've got no issue at all. Like, I sent a similar message to Clyde because Clyde was putting out a AI tutorial using Combat Fury. I just wanted to know when it ended. It's an official statement. That's true. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know why we are getting a problem here. We get the chosen action, find it, we run this, we check it, we get the distance from our target, and then it should update our values and change where our is the problem our EQS strafe. That would make sense. What do you mean by EQS query blah blah key? No, because that would turn off this. No, it should be this. Find perfect distance from here, and it should find the context attack target, which should be our actor blackboard key, which is set to target actor. Interesting. Oh, I wanted to fix this before. You know what he's seeing, don't you? He's seeing this EQS pawn. That's why he's moving between the two. So wait a sec. I know. Let me change this to be red so that I can understand it better. And then we'll change these to be 50. 50 and 50. See, it's just not registering where he needs to move to. Whereas if I went to this guy, you can see it moves. Well, when I move. I hit motion warps to it, so like just there. So there's more like a jumping attack. It should be the same, but evidently not. I wonder why that is. But anyway, right, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go down and make myself some food, see the kids, and do all that good stuff. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you've seen something, hope you've enjoyed, had fun, all that sort of good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. I know we've not been doing a huge amount of videos compared to what we normally do, but hopefully that changes now that this dissertation's out of the way and we start getting back to like doing some fun videos. We got some good stuff coming up. Hopefully you'll all enjoy that. So yeah, thanks everyone for your support, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and obviously like Taking Grace is doing a live stream now. Sound guy, go check him out. Really knowledgeable, and yeah, go support as well.